Hey guys, Ralph here. That's 500 of those suckers. And welcome to True Power Health on this thrilling Thursday here in Connecticut. Life's good, guys. I need a haircut, but life's good. Anyway, I do these every now and then. As you know, I'm a trumpet player by trade. And through working with trumpet players and myself all these years, my teaching, I've come to the conclusion that we are the instrument. And the healthier and with more strength, flexibility, and endurance in our instrument, we are better trumpet players. And I've figured that out beyond a shadow of a doubt. Now, in the form of a trumpet, we put an amplifier on our lips. When you're singing, you're not even doing that. There is no thing more right to the point for a singer than to know that you, personally, are the instrument. Okay? Now, in many people's case, especially in the rock genre and whatnot, and certainly in Bon Jovi's case, you saw the thumbnail, he had severe problems with his throat to the point where he couldn't sing for 3 years. And I guess he's back singing now. And I don't wish ill on anybody. I really and truly don't. But if you listen to him talk to Howard Stern, he's still straining. He's not out of the woods. Absolutely not. Now, he's made his money. He's had a wonderful ride. And as he said in this documentary, if he never sings again, well, thank God. I mean, what's he going to do? Complain about his career? But obviously, the trumpet and, singing, you love it. And you want to do it even to a smaller degree, if nothing more than just sitting down at the piano and noodling around and singing, writing and whatever. So he wants to get the chops back even at this age. I believe he's in his 60s. He's younger than me. But the fact about it is, guys, what I have come to the conclusion over the years, and I'm leaving a little clip down below of his talking about the documentary with Howard Stern. And you can even hear it, the strain in his throat while he's talking, as opposed to Howard Stern, who is not even a singer, who is more clear and focused and no strain. Now, here's the deal. When we are, and I'm the only one that's figured this out, there's nobody else on the planet that is taking singers and having them do kettlebell. See, now with trumpet and other things, I work with a lot of athletes, and this is the same compression that gives a baseball pitcher, tiny little guy, being able to throw baseballs at alarming speeds. Or my favorite is Bruce Lee. I mean, how can this 5'7", 135-pound guy be able, with just a single finger punch, throw guys much bigger flying across the room? That's the power that he gets. Guys, that is where all of us get the power from. It's a compression inside the body used by hyperradiation, where we incorporate more muscles, incorporate more muscle groups that take the strain off the muscle that is actually doing the work. Okay? That is what we're doing with trumpet. We're taking the strain completely off our lips. And that is what I'm having tremendous success with singers, just completely taking the strain off their vocal cords. If he was working with this, and I didn't have this in place when he started, I didn't. But if Bon Jovi or any teacher, any singer, were doing this along with it, he would not have had the throat problems in the first place. And even at this point, now I'm not a medical doctor, and I don't know what they had to do or what they were doing to his vocal cords. So, but I'm telling you, he could still, at this point in his career, take the strain off his vocal cords and be stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. Unless there is permanent damage to that vocal cord that is not going to come back from it. But the human body and the physical culture of the human body is such that we have a remarkable ability to rejuvenate injured muscles and whatnot. The only thing that doesn't rejuvenate is your teeth. Whenever there is a disaster, a plane crash or something like that, what do? They go get teeth records. They don't change. 10 years from now, you're still going to have that filling in the back. It doesn't change. It doesn't rejuvenate. Okay? Everything else, if you think about it, you break a bone, and what do? You go to the doctor, you put it in a cast, you set it so it heals properly in a period of time, whatever that may be. You don't even see it on an x-ray. Okay? Rejuvenates. Same thing can happen with the vocal cords, but you have to take the strain off the vocal cords. And kettlebell and hyperradiation and the fundamentals of proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, the same thing you'll be training like Bruce Lee. Not to the degree that you get physical development of him. You don't need that. But that is what you are doing to create the compression to get enormous tone, power, range, and endurance. Unlimited tone, power, range, and endurance. Ma, me, me, ma. No strain at all. I'm not a singer. I'm not a singer at all. Okay? But it's always there. There is no strain on the vocal cords. Guys, down below, get a hold of that book. And if it resonates with you, get in touch with me and we'll take it to the next step. Now, when you are doing kettlebells, guys, you have to learn the basics, at least. All you need for the singers is that 1 2-handed swing. That's all you need. That's a very, very basic move, and I can teach you that in a half an hour. But you have to have your fundamentals right or you're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt. Okay, when you go to a gym and you go on the machines, what do the machines do? The only thing they're there for is to keep you from getting hurt. If you're doing a bench press and you don't have a spotter and you've done too much, you're going to give yourself a bow tie, right? And no. But when you're on the machines, you can just let it go, whack, and it saves you from kettlebell. You don't do that. So unless you know what you're doing, your back, your knees, your ankles, your hips, you're going to hurt yourself. If you know what you're doing, you can be in your 70s and you can do 500 a day and nothing. I can get up and do 500 again tomorrow. I won't even be sore. I routinely do that. Usually my daily routine is about 300 swings. Okay? But during the winter, I can't get out on the bike. Running is out of the question anymore at my age. So what do? I just crank up the kettlebell, and I get in the best shape of my life. And my trumpet playing goes through the roof. And what little singing I do just gets better and better and better. Tone, power, range, and endurance. There is nobody on this planet that can make those claims. Check out the book. Give me a call. I am a certified kettlebell instructor, and I, through the beauty of Google Chrome, can teach it to you in half an hour. Okay? We'll set something up, and for the price of a $10 book and a lesson, you'll never, never have child problems again, and you will never, never have the tone, power, range, and endurance up to this point. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're 8 years old. I don't care if you're 80 years old. You will improve immeasurably. And quite frankly, guys, like I tell all my trumpet players, the sky's the limit. you can get as much tone, power, range, and endurance as you want. All right? Check out the video down below. Get a hold of the book, $10. Guys, I'm not getting rich on $10 books. Okay? It's for you there to make it worthwhile for you. Kettlebells for Singers. Go down to my website. PayPal. You'll have it today. All right? All right, guys. I'll hear from you soon. Love you all.